We came in at halftime, made adjustments. Feel like we, came up with some things, talked over some things that we felt like we could exploit that we see in the first half, that we could attack in the second, and I think we came out and did what we could.
All right, we'll go to Nathan.
Going back to the Texas game last year, what were some of the things you felt like you guys could have done a little bit better that you can maybe bring into this meeting with them?
Really, when I'm looking back at a few of the Texas games, just I've been a part of in the past, is just finishing through those fourth quarters and playing an entire game out from the best of our abilities from the first to the end. There's been times where we've had gaps where we play well, and then we'll have some slip-ups, and I think the biggest key for us would just be putting a full game together and playing our best ball from the start to finish.
We'll go back to Nathan real quick.
Offensively, I know you guys were playing at home, so you're kind of used to maybe not as much crowd noise when you have the ball, but just the atmosphere and even peripheral vision, how does that change for you guys? Just being seen, there's not very many people here. Has that affect you at all? And how do you kind of expect that for this week?
For me, I'm happy just to be in a position where we're, playing ball again. Fans or no fans, I'm happy to be out there. Of course, you miss that other side of college ball where you have the entertainment and the fans who are always a big part of the game. But really, once the game kind of gets started, pretty just locked in on what's going on and what's happening. You hear the noise, but for me, I feel like after I come out the tunnel, seeing the crowd size and things like that really don't cross my mind.
Go to Don Williams.
Hey, TJ, back in the first couple of weeks of August, I guess what was it, a week or so into camp, Matt said that you had to take care of your business off the field, and then a few days later you tweeted, see you between the lines, and that you did what you had to do. Can you shed a little light on what was going on during that time?
I've just been finishing up some credits, getting on track. Me graduating in December is important to me. And, the coaches, my advisors, we put a plan together for me to do that and come back to ball and be ready for the season.
How many classes were you working on during that time?
I don't remember exactly off the top of my head.
So was there any point in there where there was any concern about you playing this season?
The biggest concern was just staying on top of credits for graduation.
Yeah. With that being the case, how did you feel to go out there, to be back out there, and then in the season opener, you catch 8 passes the other night?
I felt good. I felt fluid. Felt like we were a working machine. I'm ready for us to stretch the ball some more and start making those big plays, those explosives that we look for.
Go to Phil.
Hey TJ, your stats have been sort of around the same each of your 3 years here. What do you feel like you have done or need to do to sort of take that next step and really break out as a senior?
I feel like for me, it's all kind of been the same thing, at least for the past 2 years. Just establishing that consistency, being a leader in my room, and taking over and being a dominant receiver in this offense. And I feel like that's what I'm ready to do, and that's what I'm here to do this year.
Okay, yeah. And then what do you see from Allen in terms of what he added to his game or does better than when you've been catching passes from him in the last 2 years?
I feel like right now you can feel Allen's confidence right now. He wants to play the best ball, and he wants to be that guy here in this offense. And Monday through Friday, he's doing what he needs to do to come out on Saturday and prove that.
Yep. And then last one for me. You guys have some impressive-looking true freshmen. What have you seen from those guys like Jalen and Loic and all those guys from what have you seen from them so far?
They're all hard workers, all willing to learn, and they're what Coach Wells always talks about is junkie guys. They want to watch film, they want to ask a lot of questions and learn and get out there and compete. And I think that's the best thing that they bring to the table right now.
Go to Carlos Silva.
Hey TJ, I don't know if you've been asked this before, but I guess just with the way things are going where guys are in and out, how difficult is it to get some consistency with a quarterback, or has it been easy since y'all have worked with Allen before?
I feel like it's kind of simple. You approach every day as just trying to get better within that day, focusing on what you can do that day, and then deal with any other consequence or whatever happens outside of the control of what you control and deal with that later. I just feel like you come in, attack the day, do what you can do, and go home and put everything else to rest.
Kind of along those lines, obviously that means that some other guys are going to get some reps that maybe probably wouldn't under normal circumstances. Who have you kind of seen really take the reins and really kind of step in and show that, hey, this is my time to shine?
Yeah, there's a lot of in and out, and all we can do is control what you can control and come out and do what you do.
We'll go back to Don Williams.
TJ, following up, you said a moment ago you're planning to graduate in December. What have you been studying or what are you going to get your degree in?
I'm a university studies major.
Oh yeah. Now we had it very well. We just playing as a group. The guys that missed, we lift the other guys up so they can have confidence. So, yes, sir.
I guess along those lines, I know obviously it's probably not the tape y'all wanted to see from last week, but I guess what were some of the great learning lessons that you took from that kind of the first game action you all saw, and just the ability to kind of get corrections from the coaching staff?
Just playing as a team and just coming together. That was one of the biggest things. We have to finish. So.
And I guess last one from me. I guess what have you kind of seen from the game tape? If you've seen any from them last year, I guess what are you kind of expecting from them just generally?
They're a pretty good football team. They do everything well. It's nothing that we can't handle. So yes, sir.
All right, we'll go to Nathan and then Eric Kelly after him.
You saw Sam Ellinger in Texas up close last year with LSU. What did you see in that game from him, and just kind of in general what you know about him, what you studied him? What makes him a successful quarterback, and what is he kind of looking for that you guys kind of hope to kind of take away from him?
Oh man, he's a great guy, great player. I played him in high school, state championship. So then I played him at LSU. So our background is familiar. So he run the ball well. He get in and out of his progressions. He's a great quarterback.
And I guess defensively, you're coming from a place where atmosphere is kind of important. You're coming to a place that was expected to have atmosphere, but you don't really have that. How much does that play into you guys as a defense?
We just playing together. We want that, but now it's the pandemic and stuff. So we just coming together as a team and we rely our energy on each other. So like offense, defense, special teams. So yes, sir.
Go to Eric Kelly.
Eric, when y'all watched the tape, for you, what was the single most disappointing thing that you saw?
I guess us finishing strong. That was the most important thing that we have to, get corrected, just finishing. So.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit? Like, what do you mean when you say finishing strong?
We can't, give up big plays. We just gotta, just finish strong and, everybody come together.
For you, going into Big 12 play after one game, what's that biggest thing that made you guys lose out on as a secondary in terms of not getting a couple more non-conference games under your belt to gel together?
It's gonna be a pretty good task for us in the secondary. this week and last week we just been focusing in on the corrections and stuff, and just getting better each and every day. Just coming to work.
There we go to Phil Mayer.
All right, Eric. You're spending so much time at LSU. What did it feel like to don a new uniform and play in front of a new home stadium?
Oh man, it's a blessing. My circumstance. Coming from Tech, I try to, it's just a blessing, man. It's crazy, how God works, but He put you, in good situations, and I'm glad, where I'm at right now today. So I'm just blessed to be here.
What were your emotions sort of like walking out there?
Oh man, I was just looking up, man, and it was just a great honor to wear those, to wear the jerseys and the ones that came before me, just giving them my all. So yes, sir.
All right.
We'll go to Don Williams.
Eric, following up on the times that you played against Sam Ellinger, if I remember correctly, your team has beaten him twice, is that correct? State championship game in high school and then last year?
Yes, sir. Correct.
So trying to go 3-0 against him?
Oh yeah, yes, sir.
That state championship game that y'all played, that was an overtime game. What do you kind of remember about that one?
Oh man, that was way back. But now, yeah, it was an overtime game. We blocked the field goal, and it was history after that. Yes, sir.
Cam LeVon Chase, I believe, blocked the field goal. Is that correct? Do you remember?
I think I blocked it, but
Oh, really?
I think I blocked it, but but no, it was a great win for us. It was a great win. Everybody got credit. So.
What was it like to be a part of the state championship team?
Oh man, it was a dream come true. That's when you were in high school, that's what you strive for every day. That's what you work hard for. To get the opportunity, and you cash it in. It's a great feeling.
So how would you say the Sam Ellinger that you saw in that game, how did he change from then to last year? The Sam Ellinger that you saw last year was different about him.
Most different, man. His accuracy and his running ability now. He got vision. He looked like a running back there. When he run the ball, he got vision, and he go into through his progression and capitalize on them, and that's the most important thing.
How many of your LSU buddies have you still stayed in contact with over the last couple of months since you've been here? How much texting do you do maybe with guys that you know from Baton Rouge?
Oh man, I talk to them guys almost like every day. We have a group message, so I talk to them, people every day.
So have y'all talked about you playing Texas this week?
Oh yeah, they like, dang, you can't get away from Sam, huh? I say, I know, man. But no, it's a good task for me, to do, more studying, on him and the team. So I'm up for the task.
Who is your best friends on the LSU team? Maybe that.
Ooh,
that you bonded with the most in there.
I got a lot. I was cool, with everybody, on LSU. I ain't have a problem with, none of them. I just been cool with, everybody. So, like LeVon Chase son, Dre Anthony, Chris Fortin. You got a lot of guys. You got a lot of guys.